I am so tired of hearing people complain about things they have no knowledge about. For me, that statement holds true when it comes to Forsaken balancing. Everyone knows Forsaken balancing isn't good. That's no surprise, but I will say that so many of you have it so twisted. I am about to call so many of you out, and you will know who you are. The amount of times I've heard that Elliot shouldn't have gotten nerfed is fucking insane. I mean, if you just look up Elliot nerfed and go to shorts, go to any of these results, you'll see the comments are just littered with people complaining that, well, Elliot got nerfed? We were joking, we didn't mean it. Elliot is the best survivor. Elliot got nerfed, and guess what? He is still the best survivor. The community needs to get their damn priorities straight. If you want better balancing, understand game mechanics and death, as well as capability of certain characters in all scenarios. Majority of the community genuinely thinks and looks at Elliot with two of the best abilities in the game, and still thinks he's not deserving of a nerf. And after days and months of research, I figured out the reasoning for why Elliot shouldn't be nerfed. Hell, we might as well buff Elliot. This reason is so complex, so mind-blowing that it genuinely shocked me. The reason Elliot shouldn't have been nerfed is he gets targeted too much. That's it! That's it! I hate saying skill issue so much, but this is the biggest skill issue ever, bro. Elliot is the only supporting character in the game with an ability as powerful as Rice Shower, yet players still can't loop with him. He is literally free eats, like Romashi, dash! Like, if you're getting targeted, press E on your keyboard and have someone eat your pizza, and it's the easiest fix. Forsaken players are so incredibly dumb, they rival any fan base that is as dumb as them. They will just complain when anything isn't the strongest thing ever, and want to know the best part? You guys fucking complain about weak stuff being too strong too. I've heard so much shit about Noli being so incredibly OP and needing a huge nerf. Are we dead ass? Are we dead us? Protein shake, you're not shaking me in the right places, because I never ever thought Noli was as OP. He needed a nerf. Never once since he was released. He was in a good state, and since his nerf, he's slightly worse, which just sucks. And fundamentally, he's also wrong. He was a decent trickster, now he's a really shitty trickster once again. It's not just Noli. Jason too, man. I don't want to talk about Jason. Jason got a raging pace buff a while back that was needed for him. It wasn't even that good of a buff. And he became very fast. Everyone fucking complained about this. Like, are we serious? We're actually complaining about Jason now. Jason! The only thing Jason had going for him is his speed. All the issues with Jason hasn't been fixed at all. His speed, it helped, but him having no range, him having chase cut off so easily, one stun just ending everything, all the issues with him just remain. Even then, Raging Pace got nerfed recently, and oh boy, I just feel bad. Like, why are you playing Jason? Like, Jason, he is ass. And Jason is ass. Jason was ass, he became mid, and now he's a bum again. The only valid thing I've heard from the Forsaken community when it comes to complaining is 2-time. And honestly, I don't really have much to say, because that's valid as hell. It's so funny how out of touch the community is. And this includes the devs. Not all of them, though. For fuck's sake, man, why did Desakar get a buff? The best support behind Elliot got a buff. Are we dead ass? Are we serious? What's next, bro? Chance gets a buff for zero reason? Oh, wait. Anyways, if you're one of those people who cannot fathom that teamwork destroys every single killer in the game, no matter what state they were in, go ahead and tell me. The people who fail to realize solo looping for over a minute is poor game design and a huge flaw in Forsaken, yet they want it to exist so badly, drop a comment, man. I want to hear what you have to say to yourselves. And if you're someone with a functioning brain that realizes that Elliot deserved a nerf, and Elliot deserves even more nerfs because they nerfed the wrong part of his kit, and Rush Hour is still unchanged and the best ability in the game, do comment. Now, I'm not trying to be hostile or anything, but I really think a lot of you players need to just look a little more broad. Not just your gameplay, not just your skill. Think about it. At the higher levels of skill, our killer is going to get one kill with the perfect team. Think about it. If against a perfect team of 8 survivors and a perfect team of, a perfect killer, is the killer going to get any kills? No. I'll tell you. He's not going to get a single kill if all the survivors play perfectly. He won't even have a chance, man. I'd be surprised if he got more than 5 1s in the game. Because when you play perfect, it means you play perfect. Now, I'm trying to say that it's just so survivor-sided slop that sometimes when I'm not trying, I'll even have some run for my money in a public match. I had like 40 days in this game, bro, and I'm already good at killer. I shouldn't even have to try in a pub. Like, I shouldn't have to try at all. Anyways, though, I'm gonna get so many comments saying, you can't balance either, you're just a YouTuber, which honestly, yeah, it's kind of fair. That's why I'm going to talk about how I would balance this game, while keeping it vague, of course, so it doesn't take too long. First off, teamwork is actually needed to win. No more solo looping for a minute minimum. Now all killer stamina gets buffed by a good margin, and you need to help and rely on teammates in order to win. Teamwork currently isn't really needed to win, with few exceptions, except like good examples against good players on good killers. Then you need some teamwork, but even then you don't really need that much if you're good. Secondly, all killers have their weaknesses lightened all around the board. For example, it's clear Jason is a speed demon, but his counter is slows and stuns, and I mean it is a huge counter. Introducing some sort of way to bypass this, such as, after canceling raging pace, being unslowable for a short time, or unstunnable for a short time, that would be great. For John Doe, his trail will be made much longer, making small loops that are hard to trap much harder to loop. Third, huge looping nerf. This kind of goes into the stamina buff I just talked about. Well, but I generally think looping should be toned down a lot. Every ASIM game as such needs to have some sort of looping aspect, but being able to loop all around with little utility usage, such as few supports, is brain dead. Now they've kind of fixed this a decent bit with nerfing certain loop spots, but it's still bad. Now, I'm not gonna say that they should remove looping. I think looping's actually good in this game, but you can loop for quite a long time with the good scenarios. Fourth off, all survivors have interactive gameplay that can help others. I'm mainly applying this to Noob and 7. They should be able to impact a lot more and do more than simple body blocks, actually have abilities to help their team. And for Elliot, if you're wondering, Rush Hour is now completely removed. I know, shocker, wow. The support should be supportive and not actually be able to just get out of the killer's range for absolutely free on a 40-second cooldown. Instead, it is replaced with an ability with a 150-second cooldown that makes all thrown pizzas heal 1.4 times more for 10 seconds. Basically, use the ability, you heal more with your pizza. Better support. In short, more healing, but now he needs to protect his team, and his team protect him. Don't even say this is an issue, as Desiccar players literally already do this. They have no abilities that help them in chase. I have many more ideas, as I legit just thought of these in like, what, 5 minutes? But I really could write an entire rebalance of every single character in the game, and I mean this. And if you think I'm not credible, I don't really have proof, but I did do forums, like, I think it was like 8 months ago. Before YouTube, I was an active forum poster on the Forsaken Community Discord. I've even gotten devs, like the bouncer Kaiser, we don't really talk about Kaiser anymore, to comment on them and agree with my bouncing ideas. Anyways, I'm just tired of people complaining and feeding the devs this false narrative that the wrong characters have issues, when 9 times out of 10, it's just players not being able to understand the game right. Please, just please try to understand the game a little bit better. I know it's so hard to just think that maybe when something comes out and it's new, it isn't the most OP shit ever. I mean, V was OP as fuck, okay? But something like Nosferatu, not really. He's good, but he's still not winning. Like, he's still not the best killer. He's still just another slop killer that's gonna get stomped on by any good survivor. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed my rant video. Sorry this is a lot of yapping, but hopefully my opinion gets out there. And please, bro, if I hear one more person saying Elliot didn't deserve the nerf, I'm gonna lose my marbles. I'm gonna lose it. Anyways, I'm gonna see y'all later. And remember, no matter what your opinion, I still love you. See you later.